Here's a quick video to show how to refab axles or gauge adjuster shafts when the zerk doesn't take grease. And at that time, usually it's your shafts are seized up and you can't move them. So first of all, just use a wire wheel to clean them up. Sometimes you can use a flat disc, and then use a pick in there to get any dirt out of the hole where the zerk is. And then right here is the hole that's the problem. That's usually just packed, and you want to use a pick to clean that out. And this one was fairly easy, and to show you how that is, you can just put a zerk back in, and these that don't have that hole that's really packed, you can usually get a few hard pumps, and when it goes clear, then that shaft's good now. As for this one, for example, this one's really hard, really packed into the grease, and that's going to take a different approach. So what I do is I put the zerk back in. I will try to see if I can't, get grease to come out that hole, which I can't. So what you have to do on these is put it in a vise, keep that zerk in there, then just get a torch and start heating it up, and with that zerk in there, that'll create more of a back pressure to force the grease out that bottom hole. And you'll see here eventually pop, the heat, some will start coming out the zerk, but the pressure's going down that hole, and it should pop out, and which this will. You'll see the grease will shoot out, so don't get in front of that hole, because this one actually shot it about 4 foot out and went against my wall. So now it's good, it's freed up. So what you do is you let it cool down for a few minutes first, and then get your grease gun, and it'll still be kind of hard, but now there it is, it's freed up, and now you have a good shaft. After that, if you have an older shaft and there's no grease channel, you can just use a grinding stone, or again a flat disc, and grind a smooth, flatter area, so now the grease can flow down there much easier. The newer shafts have them already, but this one doesn't. And finally, I'll use a flat disc to take off any lip or edge at the beginning of this axle, as if you don't, it will usually catch on an O-ring of the spindle and ruin it, so it just makes it easier to insert.